like you're one of the most generous instructors I've ever um, learned from. You are very much, you can feel how much you care about the experience people are having, the outcome that they get from the course, and the support was very much felt, as far as like you were always generous with your time, and the detail that you put in was incredible. So and just I can feel your heart center with what you're offering. It's I feel like it kind of even goes a little bit beyond branding. It's kind of like encouraging on a different level too. Like, I mean, I could see you as a life coach because it just was really it touched on deeper levels with, kind of confronting perfectionism and courage and things like that, with putting yourself out there as a business, especially somebody who's just starting out. So yeah, all of that was wonderful. It had been about 5 years of kind of knowing that something else was meant to be um, kind of my gift to people, that I was kind of looking for, like spiritual guidance to what is that. I can feel it's there, and it's almost like remembering it versus discovering it. So that had happened, and it was about 5 years. And I finally got clear on what I wanted to offer. And then it was kind of like I needed the help to figure out how to present that to the world. So the what was there. I kind of got to that point where I knew what I wanted. I had felt like a really soul deep like purpose with it. And then just seeing your work and wanting that to be what people also saw when they saw, when they see the website or hear from me, that it felt cohesive. Coming across your website and looking at your portfolio, and it spoke to my heart, and I was like, I have to work with Emma, because I just kind of had an idea, but I needed direction. It was like I felt really lost in the woods, so to speak, where I just didn't know what to do and where to start or anything like that. And I had a generic, WordPress template to work with, and so I jumped on the opportunity when the course became available, and I'm so glad I did, because I feel like I really have like a strong foundation to work on all of that with. It didn't really occur to me, or at least I wasn't aware of, kind of doing the deeper work as to, uncovering why you're doing the business, your ideal client, and figuring out who that is, and some of the behind the scenes that you don't see from the facade of a website, as far as like how to build a brand and what that means and includes. It was completely eye-opening as far as how deep it goes. It's not just a logo. You just have that clarity by having done all the inquiry and done, the work with, especially, telling your own story and finding out what colors, like if you're looking at it from branding perspective, what colors align with you and why. I mean, in looking at all of the details, it really tells a story of who that person is and who I am when I did it. Mainly just hearing too that you're not alone, that you're not the only one is super helpful. I don't know what that is about, not feeling like you're the only one out there that doesn't have this all figured out, is comforting. They are not going to be disappointed in the amount of detail and the clarity they're going to find about their own branding, and their why for doing their business and serving their ideal clients, and they're just gonna I don't know exactly the best way to tell them other than just to go for it because they're not going to regret it. I use as an analogy was I admired your beautiful dress and then you taught me how to sew my own. And just being able to learn that process, because now I have the skills and the knowledge that I can change it as I change, and it's an incredible value and experience to go through.